So this says it's the Resorts World Hilton one-bedroom entertainment suite master bathroom. It, I'm pretty sure if you use this as your master bathroom, you're not getting your deposit back. In this video, we're going to talk about how Resorts World is going to target you to come and game at the property. We're going to talk about the first photos that have ever come out, and this is by the Review Journal. So we're going to take a look at what the actual final rooms and final restaurants and final casino floor look like right here in this video. But first of all, I want to touch upon the rough week that they've had so far leading up to all this. So we broke on this channel here that Resorts World was cheating their reviews, like they were faking their reviews. And I'm sure it's just by sheer coincidence that a few days after I did that video, KTNV News, which is a local news affiliate for, I believe it's ABC, and I can't remember which one, ABC I think, they did the same story. And then that got picked up by the Review Journal. And now, boom, there are no more reviews listed for Resorts World. Google has stepped in and actually deleted every single last review. It's true. Go look it up. Go type in Resorts World Las Vegas, find a single review. So they have had a bit of a rough start. But the property looks great, I have to say. I'm not a hater of Resorts World. You guys are, why are you hating on Resorts World? Ooh, no, nobody's doing that. I'm giving you guys the real news, the straight news. If you guys want me to go and be a sycophant and you want me to just be a rah-rah machine, I could do that for you too. And you know, maybe I'll get paid by Resorts World. Not going to happen. They're $1 billion company. It's going to market itself. So with that, we're going to take a look at everything right here. Tell you about that crazy new technology way that my source tells me they're going to be targeting you and you and you to come gamble at the property. See the photos. Before we do that, I'm going to reach down, grab this. We're going to thank somebody for sending me something today, all the way from Hawaii. You know what? We have a really cool box. Somebody took the time to send us a bunch of stuff like Hawaiian Sun macadamia nuts. We have some Kona coffee, which the wife is excited about. We got something called crack seed jar, which are seedless white li hing mui, the big island delights. These are fantastic. Thank you so much. If you guys want to send me something, there is a P.O. box in the very first link and the very first comment of this video. Boom goes the box. So thank you so much, Mr. E.T. He didn't phone home, but he sent us a box. And without further ado, my name is Steven, and I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications. If you guys want to support the channel, there's Patreon channel memberships. We also have VegasFaceMask.com if you got to wear them for work or for travel or because you're not vaccinated, because them's the rules these days. Go to VegasFaceMask.com, made by my wife, 2 for $25. We're still doing orders when they come in. They're shipping out relatively quickly because they're just a few orders here and there, but thank you for all the support over the last year. You guys have been great. All right, so question of the day, excited about Resorts World. Double question of the day. Coincidental that I did the thing and then everybody else did the thing. I would like to think that maybe I had one small level of impact on everything. But before we get to the rooms and before we show you guys what this property really looks like, and we have the photos right on the screen right in front of me, let's talk about the innovative and strange way that I'm being told Resorts World is planning on tackling other competing properties. It seems like they want to dominate everything, which is a good strategy when you come into a new market. Come in hard, hit heavy. Look, man, if you can win the fight in the first 30 seconds of the round like Mike Tyson, do it. If you want to win it like Floyd Mayweather in the 6th round, that's your strategy too. But they want to knock out everybody like Mike Tyson does. So they're looking at targeting people who are gaming anywhere in Vegas. It's called tier matching. Tier matching means that if you have a bunch of play over the last 10 years over at Caesars and you're consistent with it, you go to M Life, MGM Resorts, will take your card, call up, swipe it. They'll actually tap in and see what your tiers are over at Caesars. They'll match you. So if you get, whatever top level over at Caesars, now you have it at MGM Resorts without even having to go ahead and gamble anything. Now you have to maintain your tiers, of course. So if you just got the tiers and then you took a week vacation and you didn't gamble anything, then you're going to get some perks for a week or so, but eventually they're going to take those away. Well, Resorts World is skipping that whole part where you have to actually go ahead and wait several days for them to call up and verify everything. So what I'm being told is that in the future, through an app, or through some system, they're going to be able to have people say, you know what, I gamble at MGM, but I just landed in Vegas. I'm going to call up or go over to Resorts World and tell them my play and what I usually gamble, and they're going to match me on the spot, which means that I am automatically welcome over at Resorts World. I'm going to get discounts on all sorts of things. I'm going to get better room stays. Now, if you don't maintain that, of course, you're never going to get it back, and they're not going to trust you in the future. But if they can cut out that middleman and just collect people right away and get people in their system right away, it's a really smart thing to do. So look for that coming soon from Resorts World, something that they haven't talked about soon. And that's what my source is telling me, and my source has always been right. So kind of sounds crazy. Doesn't sound too crazy when you think about dominating a market. But 5 minutes into the video, right, that's the big kind of weird technological leap that they're doing through apps and through technology. But right now we're going to flip on over and we're going to take a look at the Review Journal's website. Now, we're going to mute the computer so nobody can hear this. And we're going to just take a look. Now, turns out we got some nods and some homages, as they say, to the Stardust in this property. And they're going to be showing you guys this. This is our ground up construction. This is where we ended up. 16 years in the making for this property. People like me who have been watching it sit there for years, very, very excited to see what's going on with the property. And you can see that it's not even 100% finished. We're probably 6 to 9 months out from where it's going to be completely done. But let's take a look at these rooms. Look at that. It's so nice to see a room that's not a render and to see something beautiful. This is a standard Conrad typical king bedroom. Conrad's one of the 3 brands at the property. We'll get to that in just a second. From here, you can actually see the real views you get from outside. You have, of course, Encore. You have the Wynn. You have the Fashion Show Mall. This is looking south on the Strip. And these rooms are typical Vegas hotel rooms. They're not breaking the mold with those, but some of their other rooms look very, very nice. We'll get to those in a second. This is the exterior of the property. If you guys don't know what's going on up here, we have 4 different brands. We have Resorts World with their own font, Hilton with a font, Crockford's with a font, and Conrad with a font. And I'm only pointing out the fonts. And somebody pointed out, well, that, people in the comments are always so nice and generous to me. Hey, stupid. That's their branding. No, I totally understand. But from an industrial design type of standpoint, it's very, very just ugly. But they're doing this for a reason. Hilton, Crockford's, Conrad. You have to use your fonts. You have to use your brands. I get it. There's different hotels in this property. Okay. If you're a Crockford's or a Conrad loyal person, you've been coming to Vegas for years. You never had an outlet to go stay at your favorite brand if those are your favorite brands. So they're essentially instantly buying access to those people who would stay at the Wynn or the Venetian, somewhere nice like that. They're putting up those brands to remind you that they're there, and hopefully they just gain access to people who are already used to paying $400 or $500 a room night when it's busy here in town. Going into the property, we see a place called Doghouse Saloon. Now, I mean, like, no hate here, but this looks like the Doghouse logo looks like something I would have designed in 12th grade. But hey, it looks like a nice little property. You can already see this is a much lighter in the hallways and the dining areas than a lot of casino properties are, which looks really good. And moving on. This gym looks really nice, I gotta say. I've been in gyms in Vegas. Somebody invited me to do like a workout at the Excalibur. That was fun. This looks like a real gym from the ceiling, which looks like a commercial gym anywhere in the world, down all the way to the fact that they have free weights in the distance of this photo and hammer strength machines, which is pretty amazing. And it actually looks like a good place to get a workout. So everything here is bigger and better. Some of these fitness centers in Vegas have a few cardio machines and maybe a Smith rack machine and maybe some basic cable machines, but this looks real. So this says it's the Resorts World Hilton 1-bedroom entertainment suite master bathroom. I'm pretty sure if you use this as your master bathroom, you're not getting your deposit back. All right, obviously this photo is mislabeled, but you can see this would be, I guess this is a suite because it's on the top level. You can see with the roof line from up here, so it doesn't get much higher up than this. And you got the Desert Inn Arterial over here. You have the edge of what would be the Encore. You have the Wynn's Golf Course in the back. This is looking east and southeast. So, okay, there it is. That's the master bathroom. Okay, good. That's the bathroom. This egg-shaped tub that doesn't look too comfortable, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a 5'9" tall, typical sized North American guy. Maybe they're not making this for anybody but their Asian tourists that are coming in sometime in the future to be determined. You have orchids, which are nice. I don't know if they're real. If they're real, then that's a challenge because orchids only bloom once a year or so. I know way too much about orchids. There's a long story. Ask me how I know about orchids. Would you guys stay in this place so far based on what I showed you? That's the question I want to ask you right now. This is your Hilton 1-bedroom entertainment suite living room. And again, it's a living room. It looks nice. I like the color motif. That carpet kind of looks like somebody had a really bad time on the Strip and brought all their friends and 30 people threw up on it. But I do like the colors. Doesn't look bad at all. They put mirrors in these rooms to make them look larger. And in the distance, you can see Palazzo and all the strip looking south. Beautiful views from here, I got to tell you. They have a prime location for the views. It doesn't get much better than this. Maybe if you're staying at the very tippity top of the stratosphere or the Sahara, you might get better. But even then, you get an obscured view by Resorts World nowadays. So great views. What do we got here? We got a poker room. So yeah, obviously they know poker is a thing and they know table gaming is a thing. Now in the last year where some places have closed their poker rooms, it's nice to see one, albeit kind of small, that's opening up. But the poker room looks nice and I don't play poker. So you tell me, poker players, what do you think of the poker room? Give me a comment below. Does it look good to you? I mean, is it big enough for you? Hey, guess what? No plexiglass. And that's a theme here. This looks like a pre-pandemic era resort. There ain't no plexiglass. I'm sure there's signs all over about wearing masks if you're not vaccinated, which you should get from vegasfacemask.com. No S at the end. There's another place here called Suns Out, Buns Out, and they got these cute little emoji eggs. I don't know if I want to eat that. It looks like it's so happy. This looks like Cool Spot. Come on, tell me that's not inspired. Does anybody remember Cool Spot from back in the day? 90 kids, I'm looking in your direction. And then the interior. Look at me, Mom. I'm sitting in eggs. There you go. Casino floor. Casino floor looks a little darker than the rest of the property, but that's typical. They don't want you to know the time of the day. They want you to be entranced in your gaming. I get it. It's like going to a movie theater. You wouldn't want to watch it with the lights on. But, you know, lots of Buffalo machines. Looks like there's a big focus here. More gaming floor. This looks to be a lounge, but I don't know if this is a high rollers lounge because you do see some machines into the distance. But the lights here, very cool, very nice, shiny exterior, very light. I don't know if the high rollers lounge would be light, but it just looks like some kind of bar. And then what I do like about this is the curvature in the roof and the ceiling. It's a low ceiling though, I will give you that. Typically, casino floors can have higher ceilings. Cosmopolitan is a good point, a case in point on this case study. I'm not a fan of low ceilings, but I'm a fan of the curvature that they put on the ceilings. And then we have more of the casino floor right here. No plexiglass anywhere. Doesn't look like a tremendously large gaming pit, though. I wonder if there's more gaming areas or if we're just looking at, you know, the roulette tables right now. There has to be more, but we have roulette. We have a blackjack right here. Ooh, I burped in the thing. That's always fun. I don't see a lot of table gaming here, but you know what? We don't know what's going on just quite yet with this property because we haven't actually been in the property yet. Hence why all of those reviews were ridiculous. People are arguing, yeah, but they did a soft opening. Yeah, you did a soft opening. Sure you did, but a soft opening does not constitute the reviews for the proper property. Have you worked on this property? Some people were telling me that there's portions of this that are not even close to being finished. We're going to have to wait another 6 to 9 months for this property to be completely done. And until then, the final verdict is still out. I am one to take people to task for failures, but I will also tell you that this looks great so far. But I'm curious what you think in the comments below. So leave me that comment below. What do you think? Are you excited? You're going to stay here? You're going to use that master bedroom as a bathroom and lose your security deposit? I hope not. But, you know, it's an interesting look inside. Props go out to the Review Journal to be able to actually bring us these photos. Good stuff right there. And that's my video today, and I'm sticking to it. Revolutionary stuff or destined to be a failure? I don't know. Some people think it's cursed since they closed down the Stardust. You give me your comments below. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready for this? Go look at the camera. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and click.